And that clips the inside corner. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
Great effort as he's able to haul it in. 2 down.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
There's a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Right side. A dive. He's got it. Throws from his knees. And very nicely done for the out.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle. Diving stop completes the play. And that ends the inning.
Luis Angel Acuna steps to the plate for the White Sox. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
Sinker, middle outside. Slider, middle inside.
Jackknifes out of the way.
Slider, low inside.
That's ball 2.
Slider, middle inside.
And it remains 2-2.
Sinker, low outside.
Got him. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Ball 1.
Sinker, low outside.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Slider, middle inside.
To 3rd. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Now it's the second baseman, Chase Mydroff. And that's in for a strike.
4-seam fastball, high inside.
Ball, that pitch is up.
Sinker, middle outside.
Line drive, base hit right field. And the tying run is on base.
Up next for the White Sox, the right fielder, number
Sinker,
21,
middle
Austin
outside.
Hayes.
That's in for a strike.
Sinker, low middle.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Sinker, low outside.
Now he steps off. Nothing doing.
Circle change, middle outside.
The 0-2.
Slider, middle inside.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Slider.
You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase him.
Line shot into the gap should score at least 1. Runner around 3rd on his way to the plate. He'll score, and they've tied it. Now the second run is in. It's a 2-run double. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Really stayed true on that swing. It wasn't an easy pitch. Lefty on lefty. Pitch was a little down, a little bit away, but he committed to it. And his shoulder stayed square to the plate. Didn't try to pull off that ball at all. And that's why it jumped off the bat.
Next to hit, Munetaka Murakami.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Steps off, lead runner back to second.
Slider.
Runner at second, 2 down.
Outside.
We're here in the top half of inning number 3. To the right side, Edwards. In plenty of time to first. They limit the damage here. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. This is Marlins baseball on the Show, Florida. As we go to the last of the third. And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. This one in the air center field. And makes the grab. And there's one away.
The batter, number 1. Designated hitter, Connor Norby.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Nope, that's down.
Check swing. He went. That is strike 2.
That's a ball.
Swing and a ground ball. Slides for the stop to first. And that's a great play for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there. And the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
So next, Griffin Conine.
Ball 1.
Out to short. Inning over. And the Marlins down. On to the 4th.
Sinker.
Here's the White Sox
Low
DH,
outside.
Andrew Benintendi.
Hey!
Benintendi, the
Sinker.
former
Low
first-round
inside.
pick, Golden Spikes Award winner. That one lifted to left. Stowers settles under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the White Sox, the catcher,
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Hey!
Sinker. Low outside.
That's a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Inside, almost got him.
Slider. Low inside.
Ground ball,
No,
left
foul
side, and foul
Slider.
ball.
Low inside.
The 1-2. Laced into left. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Slider.
And up next for Chicago,
Middle center.
Miguel Vargas. On the ground.
that's foul.
And that's just foul.
Sinker. Middle outside. Sinker. Low outside.
The 0-2. Double play ball to second. Flips it. There's one. On to first, double play. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the White Sox 2 and the Marlins 1. You're watching bottom of the inning. And now for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards. That one fouled off.
Ball 1.
There's a strike.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch. And he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Chopped left side. Vargas. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. That one hammered, but pulled foul. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. The throw to first. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth. Now the third baseman, Jared Cerna.
Ball. That's inside.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. In there at the knees, and that's strike 1.
Hey, 2.
Line drive, and that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Marlins, the catcher, number 34, Leah.
Foul ball there. And the lefty with the 0-1. On the ground, right side, into the outfield, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Back-to-back base hits. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Now it's the right fielder, Heriberto Hernandez. Can't reach it. This should score at least 1. 1 runs in. Now he looks as a throw over his head. He scores all the way from first. So just a brutal throwing error that time.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
High fly ball, right field. Hayes should have this one, and that will end the inning. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. On to the top of the 5th we go. This is Marlins baseball on the Show, Florida. Back here in Miami, new inning getting started. Luis Angel Acuna steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Outside.
You know, these White Sox doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Flares it into the outfield. Dives and makes the catch. What a play.
Hitter's got a broken heart on that one. It had base hit written all over it. Maybe extra bases. Great diving catch for the upset.
High middle.
This one in the air center field. Marcy settles under this one. And that quickly 2 away. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Back to the top of the order.
Sinker.
Now Chase Mydroff.
Yep, that ball went out.
Sinker. Low middle.
Hey!
White Sox down a run. And we're at the top of the 5th. Clips the corner. That's strike 2. Mydroff thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. So the call will stand. Still one challenge left for them.
Sinker. Low outside.
And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber.
Middle inside.
2 down, nobody on. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Down in order go the White Sox. They're down 3-2. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers.
You know, these Marlins doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Hey!
In the air, right.
God
field.
damn it, I didn't get enough on that.
It. 1 down.
Fuck! Oh, I did not get enough on that.
And a big swing and a miss. Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ground ball left side and foul ball. Way outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ah, don't rush it.
That one missed. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
There we go.
And there's a base hit to left. He
Nice
gets
hit.
a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front.
Oh, they gonna pull him. They gonna pull him.
Those always feel
They don't like what they see.
So we'll see if they try to get him
Keep
into
on
motion.
Here comes
scratching.
the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen.
Get his ass out of here.
Won't go any further tonight. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. Sean Newcomb gets handed the rock out of the pen. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
What's that?
Griffin Kona, the next up for the Marlins. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Acuna under it. And there's 2 down.
I can't get nothing going.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw. Safe.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Man at second. High chopper to third. Vargas whips it to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Marlins lead here in Miami. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Next to hit, Austin Hayes.
Middle inside.
Slider right there.
Slider. Middle outside.
You're right. How do we function?
Liner snagged at first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball,
wait.
not everything is in your control.
Sinker.
We hydrate.
And it finds its way through for
I love that guy, man. I love his whole process, yo.
Waste no time there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
What a stop. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Woo!
Pitcher
Double
made the
play,
pitch,
baby.
And his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Hudson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bull.
Woo-wee. Look at that booty.
Can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That's in for a strike.
Oh, you gonna throw like that, you gonna get hit up. Dump it all in there.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Oh, I'm gonna kill this guy.
Stays alive.
Ball 2.
Fucking God, you fucking cocksucking
Montgomery
son of a
has a
bitch.
beat on it. Takes it in for the out.
Somebody hit a
Swinging
home run
foul
on this
straight
faggot.
back.
Excuse my language.
The 0-1.
Ooh. Ooh, got in the dirt. Nice.
Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off.
I believe I could fly.
Two down, nobody on. Swinging a foul out of play.
Shit, this pitcher nasty. Fuck.
And 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. And it remains a
Fan
3-2
cam.
ball game.
Where the big breasts is at?
Back here at Lone Depot Park, top of inning number 7. Andrew
See what I want to
Bennington
chill with
steps
after
to the
the
plate for the
game.
White Sox and immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Ball.
I'm taking off the 16th for next month. Going to the Phillies Marlins, man. Oh,
This one driven deep, way back there, and
just gave
it's
up a bomb.
gone. We are tied.
Wednesday game.
That's a clutch hit in a big moment. You can't ask for a better time to get a swing like that.
That nigga killed that fucking ball. Oh, I thought I was going to coast right through this one in the next 9 outs. Guess not.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Slayer, middle center. Slayer, middle center.
Hey!
Slayer, middle inside.
Check swing called strike.
Sinker.
No balls, 2
Low
strikes.
outside.
Just a slow ground ball this time.
Ain't no nigga on earth got a
Tosses to
10
first,
speed.
And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some
Nigga,
worms. while you're
Lyman
at
ain't
it.
even got 10 speed. Get the
Miguel
fuck out of here.
Vargas digs in now.
Ball.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Swing and a
I
pop up.
believe I
Edwards
can
moving
fly.
under it. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the White Sox, the
Hey.
Luis Angel Acuna.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Looks like he wants the signs again.
Four-seam.
How you saying registry, man? Come on, man.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the
Off
mound.
with his head.
Braxton Garrett out of the game, and a pretty decent effort out of him. Tie ball game.
He does not
New Orleans
deserve to
when
live.
We get back.
Among the common folk.
Now pitching for
On the mound now, Calvin
Number
Fauché.
53.
He's into the game with the bases empty.
I want to play in one of them English shows so bad.
Cutter. High inside. Cutter. High inside.
Hey!
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
That one found hard the other way. Fauché, 30 years old now, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2017. And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
Cutter. Low outside. Sweeper. Low outside.
That's a
Ball
ball.
3.
Tried the sweeper.
Sweeper. Low outside.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Sorry,
Went
had to
back
adjust for the
sweeper, and it
alcohol
was
there.
effective. But
That shit
this
just
clutch
kicked
home
in a
run
little
gets
bit.
us even again. We're tied now with 3 apiece. You're watching Miami Marlins baseball on the Show, Florida. Bottom of the 7th. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Heriberto Hernandez.
Heriberto Hernandez.
Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Tyler Gilbert, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting
Man, we
loose.
just need to get one big hit on this
warming up as
motherfucker.
well. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Oh, fuck.
Good job to fight that one off.
Oh, make it hot, hot, hot.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Back in my day.
Here's a 2-2.
You put some cocoa
And a foul
butter on
ball,
that
he
shit
stays
called
alive.
day. Go
That's
ahead and
off
get
the
yourself a
inside
wild
corner.
cooler, boy. Go
Ball
ahead.
3.
Oh, get them kids.
Do it again.
All over you like, you know I got, come on, stop laying, y'all. I got
5
it.
foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Been a while.
Too low, ball 4. And he heads down to first as a potential go-ahead run after that long AB ends in a walk. Just missed. In the air, right field.
Oh, you son of a
Takes it
bitch.
in for the
Thought I
out.
had it.
Go ahead run on base. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins.
Nope, I got him. I knew that pitch was going good. I knew that. Oh,
And a go-ahead run into scoring
how you do
position.
that there?
One away.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high-level spot right there. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
I need to go oppo on this motherfucker.
Two on, one out. Way high with that one. And that's ball 1. A little out front there as he swings through it. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one missing inside. Chop to third. Vargas. Oh, the throw.
Oh, he overthrew it. He overthrew it. Go home. Go home. Go home.
And they take the lead in the 7th.
Oh, this has been a good, tight game so far, but now that error looms pretty large. I got to think that's going to weigh on him for a little while, unless somehow they can come back and win this thing.
Runners at the corners here. One away. Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins.
Oh.
And there's a foul ball.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
That's the ball.
In
Jeez.
the air to left
What?
center. Acuna on the move. He's got it. Runner tags from third. He's in to score on the sac fly, and they lead by 2.
They had a chance to add to their lead right there, and they did with the sac fly. Nice job of getting it done. Really good execution with that at bat.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Ryan Hudson done for the night. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
The White Sox going with a new arm, Tyler Gilbert. This is his 3rd time out this year.
Well, these players understand how important each run is, especially as you get closer to the end of the ball game. Nice job right there to get that runner in from third and add a little insurance.
Checks over to first, back safely.
Ball, that's out.
Norby, the runner at first with 2 gone. The ground to third. Gets him easily, ends the inning. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. 8th inning. Back here in Miami, we go to the 8th. Sam Antonacci steps to the plate for the White Sox. Ground ball right side, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time. 1 pitch and 1 out.
the batter number 10, second baseman, Chase.
Cutter, low outside.
Right back to him on the mound. Slings to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Up next to Chicago, the right fielder, number 21, Austin.
2 down, bases empty. Austin Hayes steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 3.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Cutter, low outside.
Now a step off the rubber to reset.
Sweeper, low outside.
2 down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. 1 more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
High outside.
Another 1-2.
That's ball 2.
Sinker, middle inside.
Line drive to short and caught. Nothing to it for the White Sox. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez.
Ball.
Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Jonathan Cannon, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Hicks getting loose as well.
Oh, you motherfucking cock.
My draw. Under it. 1 up, 1 down.
That was nasty.
Ball 1.
The 1-1. And it's fouled away.
Ooh, you ain't gonna get that off too much.
Here's a 1-2. Here's a high chopper. Fires to first on the run, and they get the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Liam Hicks.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Ball, that's in.
Put that right down the middle.
Off the plate, they'll do it again. Two now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Misses his zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And he hits a ground ball right side into the outfield. Base hit. So he gets a hit after a long battle with the pitcher.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jonathan Cannon on the pitch here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Check swing, and he went. Strike one. Rip, but it curls foul.
He's begging, give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
Ball two.
That one misses, and that's ball three.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Payoff pitch. And that's just foul. Got him looking for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but all set to start the ninth in this one.
I be like.
Pete Fairbanks comes out trying to close it out. A chance at his first save of the year.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Four-seam fastball. High middle. Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
The shortstop takes the ball.
He didn't go after that? Y'all gotta be
Four-seam
fucking kidding me.
Middle inside.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Slider. Middle inside.
Hit on the ground to short. Tosses to first. Out, leading off the top of the ninth, and they take care of a big threat right there.
Number 5.
Circle change. Low middle. Middle inside.
Looks like he wants the signs again.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Right through there for a strike. Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
The 0-2. Got him swinging. White Sox down to their final out. Andrew Benintendi steps up. He's already homered here in this one. Fairbanks going for save number 1 in this spot. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball, straighten him up a little bit.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And now it's filled up.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got him.
Got him. You watch that pitch
This was
if
a
you want to.
tightly played
That
game.
circle
Got a
changes
little
a
of everything. Some
motherfucker.
timely hitting,
I can
runs on
throw
the
it.
board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
The 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Circle change. And the White Sox lose. Y'all boys is in for a treat.
Todo esto lo tuve que sudar, yeah, nunca tuve tiempo para dudar. Vicioso me volví adicto a ganar. Tantas W que ya ni sé cómo perder. 100 por 35 no me voy a mudar. Si yo gano todo,
Nigga, how you? Oh, that's about right.
me dicen el chef que no para de cocinar. Porque todo el mundo tiene que comer. Si corono todo vamos a cobrar. Estuve abajo, me patearon, no me voy a olvidar. Firme con mi pie plantado, yo nunca me voy a arrodillar. No te escucho, dilo con el pecho si me vas a hablar. No te escucho, dilo con el pecho, estás hablando con el voz. Estamos saltándonos aquí, los platos dan pa' dos. Si la prendo molotov, man, estamos aquí, todos los míos están on go. Todos los míos on go. Ellos me ven de frente sonriendo, pero sé que están odiando, ándolo. Todos los míos on go. Todos los míos on go.
From inside Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Miami Marlins. And towing the slab, Chris Paddock. What do we have on him?
Well, Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy in the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one.
Ready to go? Chase Maidra steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Number 10. Below inside.
And we're off and rolling in Miami.
640.
Foul ball there.
Four-seam fastball. High inside. Slider. Middle outside.
Ball, that's outside.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Four-seam fastball. High inside. Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Now that's smacked to right center. That's a base hit. And a man aboard.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Four-seam fastball. High outside. Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Ball, one.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Inside, ball.
Paddock, 30 years old now, and he was drafted in the 8th round. There goes the runner. That one is absolutely belted. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
This is a tough play for the offense to stomach. I mean, they did everything right, but the automatic double just ruined the hit and run. The runner had a great jump from first, and at the plate, really good contact. Just a little bit of bad luck robbed him of a run.
So up next for Chicago, Colson Montgomery. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1. 2 in scoring position, nobody out here in the second game of the series. And that's through there for a strike. 0-2 now. In the air to left center. Stowers moving under this one. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. Play at the plate. Not in time. He's safe. And it's 1-0.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Benintendi launched a homer in his most recent game. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Overhand curve. Low inside.
Swing and a high fly ball. Well struck. That one carrying. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. In comes the run from second. And he's there with a double.
Picks himself up an RBI. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been. But obviously, you have to be happy with that result.
Digging in, Munetaka Murakami. 1 out and a runner at second. That one lifted to left. Stowers under it. And there are 2 down.
Batting fifth, the right fielder.
Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox.
Oh, man.
And now it's Austin Hayes.
4-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
4-seam fastball. Low outside.
Man on second, 2 down. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-2.
So I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the White Sox 2 and the Marlins nothing. This is Marlins baseball on the show, Florida.
They should have scored 5 because I'm about to fucking demolish
for the
this
last
team.
half of the inning. Getting the start for the Chicago White Sox, Eric Fetty. What should we keep
They gonna need all the fucking runs they can
relies
get.
on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw.
What car? That black one? All right, broke down again.
that pitch today as it used to be, because guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts, and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Kyle Stowers stands in now, looks at that one inside. And that is downstairs. And the count is 2-0. Foul ball. And that one is downstairs. 3-1. To the right side, Mydroff whips it to first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away.
The center fielder, Jacob Marcy.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled away. The 0-2. Stays alive. Got him swinging.
Nice.
Nothing doing for the Marlins. They trail it here 2-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park. New inning getting started. Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Vargas wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges.
High outside.
This one high in the air to left center. Stowers settles underneath it, and there's one down.
Batting eighth, the left fielder, Sam.
Four-seam fastball. High outside. Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Check swing, and he went.
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. It sets the tone for the rest of the game.
And that one ripped to left.
Stowers, come on, dude.
In, gets away a little bit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting ninth.
Luis Angel Acuna getting ready to hit.
Hey!
Circle change. Low outside.
On the ground, right side. They get the force as they pass up the chance at the double play.
Good that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the sure out. Keep the runner out of scoring position.
Line and a base hit into right. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And that'll put runners at the corners with two away.
Up next for the White Sox.
Now the number 2 hitter, Kyle Teal.
Ball one.
Four-seam fastball. High inside. Circle change. Low outside.
Here's a 1-1.
fuck me.
Base hit and a run in to score.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Ball,
Seriously, we're starting with this already. 2 on, 2 outs. High fly ball out towards left field. Carrying well.
Gone. Oh my God. Grand slam.
His second of the year, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 6-0.
So frustrating for any pitcher.
Oh, that's not grand
Finished
slam.
outside the zone, and he still managed to get punished with a home run.
I said they should have put up 6. They put up 6.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Benintendi up here.
You ain't got it today, buddy.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. New pitcher on here, Max Meyer, getting ready to make his season debut.
Low inside.
Just off the inside edge.
Fastball. Low inside.
And another ball.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
2 down, nobody on. A swing by Benintendi, driven deep to right, and brings it in at the wall. 3-run bomb for the White Sox. The lead has exploded to a half dozen. Back here in Miami, we have
Colson Montgomery. Oh.
the bottom of the second.
Clearly down in this. Game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that pitcher work to get you out.
One away. Connor Norton, the next up for the Marlins. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Fetty, a guy that really fills up the strike zone. rarely walks people. The downside is the home run ball more likely in play.
Well, pitchers like this usually work down in the zone a lot, but these days with all the uppercut swings most hitters are taking to elevate the ball, pitchers almost have to be effective up in the zone with hard stuff. So maybe that's one area he can improve in his game to try to combat that long ball.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 2 away. Pulls that one foul. As a hitter, does knowing that this guy's going to be in the zone, does that make you more aggressive?
Kind of, but you still have to stay on that backside. You've got to make sure you get pitch recognition and let your hands work.
Did you ever really need a cue to be more aggressive?
No, I never did, especially when it comes.
3.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Miami down in order. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Back here at Lone Depot Park, all set for the start of the inning. Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can.
Inside, almost got him.
Low middle.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
That catches the outside corner. 0-2.
Change. Low inside.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to.
Brings it in for the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. But they're on top by a count of 6-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Outside low, ball 2. Movement in the bullpen. Sean Newcomb preparing to come on if needed. Cannon, the right-hander, also getting loose. That misses, and that's ball 3. And he walked him. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
In the air, left side.
Fuck.
And there's one away. One out man at first. And next is the designated hitter, Leo Jimenez. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. That one fouled off. Just missing there. Going to count 1 and 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking. And that's 4 strikeouts. This one ripped. but foul to the right. Runner on the go. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. Marlins.
Fuck that up.
Back here in Miami, start of the fourth, Sam Antonacci steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Nope, that's a ball.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
And that is out of play.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
The 1-1. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for Chicago,
Slider.
the center fielder,
Low middle.
Luis Angel Acuna.
Hey!
Slider. Middle inside.
And a foul ball.
Sweeper. Low outside.
The 0-2. And that just misses.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
Middle outside.
Antonacci on at first. Nobody out. And that's a strikeout looking. That K is his third of the game.
Second baseman, Chase.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Here's the second baseman, Chase Mydra.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count.
Four-seam fastball.
Looks like he wants the ball
High
down in his own.
outside.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that
Middle
fastball.
outside.
Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late,
Slider.
opposite field
Middle
not.
outside.
Now here's a flare off the
come
bat.
on.
That's a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Throw into third. He's in there.
He beat it.
Having himself a really nice game at the
next
plate.
is Chicago.
Pitch was
The
well
catcher,
outside.
number
Definitely a
8,
bit of a
Kyle
defensive swing, but
Keel.
somehow he got the bat to it, and clearly his willingness to go the other way, that's what allowed him to find a knock on a difficult pitch.
Oh my
That's a
God.
base hit as a run scores. The throw to third.
They are fucking killing
Runner
me.
holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Up next,
Comes
White
through
Sox.
with the RBI.
Four-seam fastball.
Nice line drive to the
Low
pull
inside.
side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Montgomery swings through it for strike one.
Ah, come
Hard hit
on,
into the
dude.
gap. One run will score.
Oh God, this game's over.
Coming home. The relay. He'll score. 2 runs are
Holy
in. It's
shit.
9-0.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Hey!
Slider.
One out. The runner at
Middle
second.
inside.
Top half of inning number 4.
Ball, that's just out.
Slider. Middle outside.
That is a horrible game.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Four-seam
Clearly, he was
fastball.
sitting on a fastball
High
right
inside.
there and just ended up out in front of the slider.
A starting
Yeah,
pitcher
yeah,
just ain't
for
having
his
it
commitment.
today.
Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Middle outside.
Nah, he
Too
did
short.
not.
Lopez throws to first in time, and Benintendi is out.
Four-seam
Munetaka
fastball.
Murakami
High
digs in
inside.
now. That's
Off
off
the
the
plate,
inside
ball 1.
corner.
Circle
Ball
change.
1.
Low middle.
Runner at second, 2 down. On the ground to the
Foul.
left, and it goes just
Four-seam
foul.
fastball. High middle. Four-seam fastball. Low middle.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Sweeper. Low inside.
Got him swinging for the strikeout.
God
They limit the
damn,
damage
man.
here. 3
9-0.
runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the White Sox 9 and the Marlins nothing. You're watching Miami Marlins baseball.
Call Tyrone. These motherfuckers be my ass.
Cheesy hamburger helpers, though.
Cheesy head burger helper, yeah. Yeah. Call him.
to show Florida. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
There we go. Stowers.
Way out of here.
Gone.
A solo shot. And they're on the scoreboard. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout. And he'll make a move for the bullpen. Eric Fetty out of the game. And not a great performance, but he leaves with a big lead. New arm when we get back.
Hey, he gave up 1 home run. They took his ass out. Dang. He said, nah, dog, we see this pattern about to go down.
Here. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Swing and a high fly ball left field. 1 down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Heriberto Hernandez. Fought off foul. Hernandez, 26 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Knocks it down. He doesn't have a play, and they come away without an out.
Next for the Marlins, third baseman number 1, Connor Norby.
In there for strike 1. Center field. And there's 2 down. Here's the catcher, Liam Hicks.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And first offering is fouled off. On the ground to short, flips it. Nicely done for the out. 1 for the Marlins on the solo shot. And they're starting to run away. It's now 9-1.
How you gonna finish? Gotta get to the business. They watching, they witnessing. Got a record, I break it like Guinness. Oh yeah, he's top of the league.
This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singing, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels. And I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment.
What a bad dive,
maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him. It's awesome.
Foul ball. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all.
Outside.
And everybody in the dugout goes crickets on them.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
Low middle.
Here's a 2-2. Ground ball could be 2. There's 1. And that's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Bases empty after the double play. Sam Antonacci steps to the plate for the White Sox. And he takes a strike. That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was.
And that is that. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez. This one in the air center field. Acuna should have this one. And there's one down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And that one fouled off. The Marlins with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. Here's the 0-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
That missed by a lot. Now 2-2. Next offering way off the plate. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Speaking of walks, did you see anything special during your walk into the ballpark today? I know you like to take in all the surroundings.
I just love interacting with the people. It's just fun to connect. I mean, as I was headed up to the booth, one guy shouted at me, "Make sure to say hi to Kenny." The 0-1. And a foul ball.
That was gone.
Man at first, one away.
Ball.
That one misses. And now it's 3-2. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Montgomery over to second, and it's a double play to end the inning. We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one. Luis Angel Acuna. To the plate for the White Sox.
4-seam fastball. High inside.
You know, these White Sox.
Oh, I gotta see this. Pause.
Switched it. This is kind of inflamed, but I'm also very red and a little high. So. Oh. Yeah, there's one that one there. That pushed.
Men of culture, listen up. I don't know what's been happening in the marketplace recently, but I am loving it. Finally, they starting to cater to the chubby chasers, or as my Mexican friends like to call us, torta pounders. Vamonos, amigos. You know what they say, the bigger the fupa, the tastier the chalupa. Mas putos for having a flavor saver like me, comprende? I mean, look at Mama June right here. She's definitely getting sacrificed to the trailer park gods. You know what I'm saying? This little piggy definitely went to market. And this little piggy about to make Skeeter Wyatt drop 14 grand on a 77 Oldsmobile. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if she ain't 280, she ain't a lady. And if she ain't 340, I ain't trying to port it. I mean, look at this porterhouse right here. I'll take mine medium rare because I like the juices to flow when I slice into it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't seen this much beef since Tupac and Biggie. Gone are the days of 100-pound stick figures trying to get me to buy something on Marketplace. And boy, I'm all about it. Men of culture, listen up. I don't...
What is this bitch doing? If you don't get out your basement with them owl underwear, I'm done. They don't send me no more of this shit. God damn. Ain't no goddamn bitch neighbor. Spencer Torkelson. I'd rather you need Kirk Herbert. You need some money.
Digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They're getting a lot of loud contact right now. 9 hits have gone 90-plus miles per hour off the bat, which puts a lot of pressure on the defense to make some tough plays.
That's a base hit, and that turns the lineup over.
The batter number 10.
Four-seam fastball.
Second base.
Middle inside.
That one is absolutely belted. Doesn't have enough. And that one is off the wall. Acuna around third. The relay to the plate. He'll score easily. And they now lead by 9.
Up next for the White Sox, the catcher, number 8.
So up next for Chicago, Kyle Teal.
Oh my God. This is just an embarrassing game.
Makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
Circle change. Low inside.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Middle inside.
0-2 now.
Ball in.
Slider. Middle inside. Slider. Middle inside.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Circle
One
change.
away with a runner at third. And we're the top half of the 6th.
Oh no.
Pretty well in the air out to center. Marcy under it.
It's about to be 11-1.
He's there. He's got it. Runner tags for home. The relay throw. Safe. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third.
All right, let's just get the fuck out of here.
Hey.
Slider. Middle inside. Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
2 down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Circle change. Low middle.
Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Bounces it to first, but he digs it out of the inning. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitch.
At this point, we just ain't got it, gentlemen.
The mound, Jonathan Cannon.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Well struck right field. Hayes ranging after it. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, dude. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
So a man aboard. Now it's going to be Kyle Stowers. He's already homered here in this one.
You know, these Marlins, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Man at second. Pitch misses there, and now 3-0.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
The 3-1. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. Tosses to first. One away, bottom of the 6th. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The White Sox up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th.
Ball down.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate.
I'm from Marcy, son.
And a 1-1.
Oh,
and
come
down the
on.
right side, but foul.
Ball 2.
That misses,
Whoa,
and the count's full. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Marlins.
One down. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Heriberto Hernandez. 1 for 2.
Fucking God. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
My drop settles underneath it. And there's 2 away. Right.
Oh, no luck in this game.
That ends the frame.
No luck in this game, bro.
Back here in Miami, top of inning number 7.
I'm not taking you out, man. You just gotta
eat. Plate for the White Sox.
You gotta eat this shit.
Circle change. Middle outside.
That one ripped right center field. That's back. And it's caught just in front of the wall.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Sweeper.
The White Sox up big in this one. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Slider. Middle outside.
The 0-2.
Oh my gosh, the laziest dive I've ever seen.
And that's a 1-out single.
Up next for the White Sox, the third baseman.
Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Fastball for a strike.
Sinker. Middle inside.
In the air, right field. Hernandez under it. He makes the grab.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Now it bounces away.
Oh,
Can't squeeze it. Hayes up into scoring position now with 2 out on the pass ball. Man at second.
This is something that
Bro. Bro.
Can't get to it, and this should score the run. Hayes scores, and the lead continues to grow. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance, and weight transfer.
Man, he just gotta stay out there right now. I'm sorry.
Part of the field. One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Ripped to short. Tosses to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jordan Hicks.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Excuse me. Oh, God.
Into center. Acuna on the move. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. 1 up, 1 down. So up next, Otto Lopez. He's 0 for 1.
0-1.
That's smacked on a line to center.
Jesus, everything's right at him.
That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball popped up. Mydroth has a beat on it, and the inning is over. Back here at Lone Depot Park, we're at the top of the 8th. Chase Mydroth steps to the plate for the White Sox, and first offering is fouled off.
4-seam fastball, low inside.
On the ground,
that's
and that's just foul.
Slider, low outside.
The 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
4-seam fastball, high outside.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
4-seam fastball, low outside.
Hard hit, left field, base hit. And a man aboard.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
That's out number 2.
Up next to Chicago.
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate.
Benintendi.
Good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Low middle.
That one hammered but pulled foul.
Slider, middle inside.
And a 1-2. On the ground to third. Slings it across, and Benintendi is out. That. And welcome back to the ballpark.
Oh, this nigga that sent me now. My. God damn. Jesus Christ. Ain't no damn way.
Now here's the Marlins DH, Leo Jimenez. This one in the air right field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Now the 0-1. High chopper to third. Vargas fires over to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. Out to short. Montgomery throws to first in time.
I think it's 12-1. Let's just get out of here.
Empty. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. Oh,
I don't know how you take that.
That was a strike. Just missed.
My.
On the ground to third. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Back here in Miami, stepping in, Munetaka Murakami.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
In the air, left field, and there's one away.
Four-seam fastball, middle inside. Four-seam fastball, high middle.
Fastball for a strike. The White Sox up big in this one here at the top of the 9th.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Dude, we couldn't get a 2-year-old out right now.
Third baseman Miguel Vargas.
Slider, low outside.
Steps off, checks the runner at first.
Sweeper, low outside.
That's a ball.
Circle
Hayes,
change.
the base runner at first with 1 out.
Inside. Ball
Look at this shit.
Four-seam fastball, low outside.
Tapped softly on the ground. Norby. Here's Edwards for one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. One hit in the... Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Noah Schultz.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
The 0-1.
Baby.
And a good start to the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Heriberto Hernandez. 1 for 3.
No.
Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
The 0-1.
That's outside.
Swing and a miss.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Baby.
The Fish with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
God damn it, man.
1 at second. The double play ends it right here.
About time that game.
Well, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
12-1 is the final. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
I know that ain't who I think it is. God, it's crazy. Let me tell you what got me without of that.
Here in Miami, Lone Depot Park, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Miami Marlins. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. We're in store for a major league debut in this one, Siggy. It remains to be seen what kind of career he'll have, but here's step one, and there's a lot of hope and optimism around him. This organization thinks he can be an impact player.
And from what I've seen and heard from people that follow prospects really closely, I do too. We may not see him light the league on fire right from the start, as there's usually a learning curve, but I think he has the skill set to be successful at this level for a long time.
And pitching here today, Sandy Alcantara. Not the best results a year ago, looking for better this season, Chris.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush, but I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. He'll have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong.
Right through there for a strike.
Middle inside.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Slider. Middle outside.
The 1-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. He's got to be frustrated with that call. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox.
Look at this nigga. You ain't no janitor. You're a Ghostbuster. Bring me back a ghost, nigga.
Bring me back a ghost, nigga.
Look at this nigga. You ain't no janitor. You're a Ghostbuster. Bring me back a ghost, nigga.
We're looking at a
Bring me
young
back a
lineup
ghost,
here.
nigga.
Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, that's just it, dude. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what.
I'll punch that little kid in his face. Get the fuck out of my face, yo.
Kyle Teal. Big game last night. He went 4 for 5. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 2 down.
Bring me back a ghost, nigga.
Batting third, the shortstop.
Sinker. Low middle. Circle change. Low outside. Sinker. Low outside.
Well, yeah, the new one, there's been 2 of them out since that little kid's been alive, so.
Low outside. Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Circle change. Middle outside. Sinker. Low outside.
It's impressive he even said
2
janitor.
down, nobody on. And that one is
Cause I would have
downstairs.
said maintenance,
And
man.
that's ball 3.
Low outside.
Man, that got him square in the mask.
Four-seam fastball.
9th pitch
High
of the
inside.
at-bat due next.
Circle change. Low outside.
To the right side. And the White Sox go quietly. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Miami Marlins baseball on The Show, Florida. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. On the hill for the White Sox, Shane Smith. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
This guy has a ton of respect from his own teammates, Boog. He's the type of guy, if he's not having a good day, he'll go out there and just wear it. No matter what happens, his starts tend to be less demanding on the bullpen.
Leading off, Graham Pauley. Pauley launched a homer in his most recent game. Comes up empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One away. That one foul. In the air, left field. Antonacci under it. Takes it in for the out. And now the center fielder, Jacob Marcy.
Oh. That's a ball.
Way out front for strike two.
Well, and those hitters' counts sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Outside low, ball three. Lifted in the air, right center field. And it drops in, but a good job to keep it in front. So a two-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 13, Heriberto Hernandez.
Ooh.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Ball one.
Marcy off of first with 2 away. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. And that's the inning. Top of the second. Here's the White Sox DH, Andrew Benintendi.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boo. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
And it's a strikeout for the Sandman, his second of the game.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Low middle.
The 0-1. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
That pitch just misses the inside corner, and that is ball one.
Inside.
Ripped on the ground to second. 2 up, 2 down to the top of the second.
Batting fifth,
2 out, space is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Austin Hayes. Nice grab to first, and that's a played in the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning, and now for the Marlins, Connor Norby. Base hit, center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. Ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire.
Oh, look at the stop. Here's one, and that's a double play. Wow.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play. Jared Cerna digs in now.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Yeah, that's fouled off. No score here in the second. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. That one ripped right center field, carrying well, and that one is off the wall. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
All over that one right there. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Oh, son of a bitch.
And the inning is over. We'll move.
So we were going to eat at the Driftwood. The Driftwood in Zero Beach, Florida. We sat down. We waited while a server served every table around us. Would not look in our direction, but could clearly see that we were sitting there. And so I got up and I asked the host, you know, who is our server, so they could be sent to our table.
Oh, I can send somebody.
And then she says, oh, I can send somebody to you. And Percy, you know, she did walk in the back somewhere. But anyway, never again at Driftwood in Vero Beach because they clearly suck at paying attention. So we were going to eat at the Driftwood.
Real quick, it's late night. You drunk off the Henny. Which one you taking now? Let's get right to the chase. Fuck it, let's get right to the chase. Which one you taking now? You gotta choose. You already done opened the video up. You gotta choose.
Nah, nigga. Nah. Hey, don't send me nothing else, man. Nah.
To the third with no. Welcome back and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Miguel Vargas leading things off and takes a strike.
High outside.
Right through there for a strike.
Overhand curve. Low inside.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Circle change. Low inside.
And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Sinker. Low middle.
That's in there. Strike
Sinker.
one.
Low
Top of the third, no score. Next pitch is outside.
Circle change. Low inside.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Circle change. Low outside.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. A dive, he's got it. And that's a great play for the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Here's the center fielder, Luis Angel Acuna. And that's downstairs. And that's ball one.
Low middle.
Ball, low.
Sinker. Low middle.
Next offering is fouled back.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
2 down, nobody on. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that is that. 9 straight retired here to start the game. No score. Back here in Miami, now here's the Marlins DH, Leo Jimenez. Swing at a high fly ball to left. Antonacci under it. And a quick out, number 1. Foul ball there.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Here's the 0-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
The next pitch misses. Ball 2. Liner snagged at first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Now, Griffin Conant. He's 0 for 1. Hard ground ball, base knock. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Out to short, Montgomery. They get the force. That ends the frame. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And there's a strike.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
Ball.
Sir. Change. Low middle. Circle change. Low inside.
Lined into right. Dives and makes the catch. What a play. This dive wasn't the result of a bad route, Singy. The only reason he made the play is because his route was so good.
No doubt, Boog. StatCast tells the same story. I mean, he got to his spot as quickly as you can possibly get there, and he had to in order to have a chance at that diving play. Just special.
Yes, he did. That's a swing. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Circle change.
All tied up. Top half of inning number 4. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Low outside.
Right side. Paulie. Slinging it to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Montgomery in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Circle change. Low outside.
2 down, nobody on. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Sinker. Low outside.
The 0-2. Got him looking. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful. So 12 up, 12 down. Bottom of the 4th, and now for the Marlins, Heriberto Hernandez. That one fouled off.
You know, these Marlins.
Oh my God. Damn.
How many target bags was on that float?
1, 2. Stop looking at that nigga.
I know that.
That man need to get off the gram. Get off the gram, Brown. Love me. Check on this nigga. He's on the gram hard. Man. He wanna go roller skating. I don't want
As you probably noticed, haven't
Yeah, I've been doing that lately.
In fact,
And boy, is it
too
uncomfortable.
aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
0-2 now. That one missed.
Yeah, I am.
And he was like, yeah,
Got him. One out. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
That misses the zone. 2 balls, no strikes.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Pokemon.
Up the middle, Montgomery. On the run, throw to first, and they get the out.
Up next.
Joe Matt now at the plate.
And there's one thing on his mind.
Pokey her.
Getting that first hit at the big league level.
Base knock center field. And that extends the inning.
Up next.
Joe Matt with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Move. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Not even close there. Ball 1.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Ooh.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That's to third. In plenty of time to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Through 4, still tied. Zip, zip. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
You know, these White Sox just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt. But it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Here's a 1-1. Gets the outside corner with that one.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
1 away here in the 5th.
Up next for the White Sox, the first baseman, number 5.
Sinker.
Munetaka
Low middle.
Murakami.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. And it's a double. Their first hit in this one.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. A chance now to take the lead. And at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Hayes in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And there's 2 away.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count 1-2.
Low inside.
That's a really good take.
Circle change. Low inside.
Just off the inside corner, and the count's full. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Sinker. Low middle.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Sinker. Low outside.
Man on second, 2 down.
Shit!
Towards right center. That's well struck. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. As a run scores. Sam Antonacci getting ready to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Right through there for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Low inside.
Man at second. Slings to first. They limit the damage here. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the White Sox 1 and the Marlins nothing. You're watching Miami Marlins baseball on the show, Florida. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Marlins, Christopher Morel. And that one fouled off. 0-1 now. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. 1 up, 1 down. Swing and a foul out of play. In the air, right field. Hayes on the move. He's got it. 2 down.
No, you got him.
Up next for the Marlins, the second baseman.
And up next for Miami, Graham Pauley. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-1. Foul ball.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Two down, nobody on. On the ground, right side. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard here at Lone Depot Park. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one.
Oh yeah, I love her giant ass. I'm trying it. I don't give a fuck. All day. Ain't scared nothing. Let's go. She give me the opportunity. I'm doing it.
Luis Angel Acuna
I don't
steps
give
to
a
the plate
fuck.
for the White Sox.
Sinker. Middle inside.
And that is out
Shit.
of play.
4-seam fastball. High inside.
Be out there. Wee, wee, wee.
Fouled off. He was late.
Slider. Low outside.
That's a ball.
Sinker. Low inside.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Sinker. Low inside.
Stays alive.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Ball two.
Sinker. Low inside.
On the ground to the left. Whips it to first. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat.
Change. Low inside.
On the ground to short. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. 2 down, bases empty. Kyle Teal, the next to hit. Close, but called a ball.
Sinker.
And it's 1-0.
Low middle.
Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down in order, go the bottom of the 6th. And now for the Marlins, Griffin Conine. Tap foul to plate.
Man, I need something to fucking happen here. Come on, y'all. What the fuck? Fucking bullshit.
Next pitch misses way outside. Late swing, foul to the left. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Just misses there. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them.
Up next for the Marlins, the center fielder, Jacob Marcy.
And a foul ball. The 0-1.
Nice job to keep the hands back on that one. Out in front just a little bit.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there.
Going. Got him.
And they tie it up. It's 1-1.
With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Here comes the skipper. And we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Shane Smith won't go any further, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Tyler Gilbert takes over on the mound. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Heriberto Hernandez, the next up for the Marlins. There's the strike. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The 0-2. On the ground. And that one handled. Fires over to first. 2 away.
Showed us right there why he's considered one of the best middle infielders in the sport. That's always a tough play going up the middle on the backhand. But what really made this play happen was that quick release, smooth exchange, and that was as smooth as it gets. And it had to be with the wheels going down the line.
Two down, nobody on. In
You
the
gotta
air,
be
foul
fucking
off
kidding me.
first.
Oh.
That is the inning. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. All even now at 1-1. Back here in Miami, we go to the top of the 7th. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. Now a step off the rubber. Zach. New arm out of the bullpen, Cade Gibson.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out. You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left.
Sinker. Low outside.
Rips that one to right.
Fuck.
And that gets down into the gap. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
That one to first. Morel steps on the bag. That was a productive play as the go-ahead run moves up to 3rd. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that one fouled off.
Sinker. Middle inside.
Here comes the 0-1.
Fuck.
And that's a base hit. Montgomery scores. It's an RBI single, and they take the lead in the 7th. Runner takes off. This ball's chopped on the ground, and that goes foul.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Curveball. Low inside.
And a 1-1. Fouled off down the right side.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for because you start wondering if they'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
That smash towards center. And that's a base hit. Throws to second. Not in time. He's safe.
Just a very nice approach.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Cade Gibson out of the game, and he leaves in a 1-run. New pitcher for the Marlins, Calvin Fauché.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Vargas in the box now, takes strike 1. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. Still able to get it there in time. And that leaves them with runners at second and third. Two outs, 2 in scored position here in the top half of inning number 7. Swung on, belted. That one carrying.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at-bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore.
Marcy in position, and that'll do it. White Sox draw a bit closer thanks to this home run. It's now 5-1. This is Marlins baseball.
For the White Sox,
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Noah Schultz.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Mack, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. And a big swing and a miss.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And he couldn't hold
Come
back.
on,
He's
man.
rung up on strikes.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
The 0-1 comes up empty. That's strike two. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Well, it's just a great job of playing catch with the catcher. Exactly where the catcher set up is where he threw that pitch, and probably fooled the umpire a little bit because there was no budge at all.
To the right side, Mydroth sends it to first. That's the inning. Back here at Lone Depot Park, ready to begin the eighth. Chase Mydroth steps to the plate for the White Sox. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that one's going to get into the corner. The throw into second. And he'll get there with a double to lead off the eighth.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That was a missile off the bat to the deep part of the field. And once he beat the center fielder and one-hopped the wall, he kicked it into another gear for extra bases.
Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. Man at second.
Cutter, low middle.
Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds the glove, but you will.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Andrew Nardi comes on now. He's making his second appearance of the season. Montgomery in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. And the 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
No need to offset that pitch until you get to two strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Montgomery wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and the strike call will stand. That knocks them down to one challenge left. Benintendi up here, 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Four-seam fastball, high inside. Four-seam fastball, high outside.
Man on second, 2 down.
Circle change, low inside.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Circle change, middle inside.
Here's a 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Four-seam fastball, high outside.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Slider.
Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top of the 8th. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Four-seam fastball, middle outside.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Four-seam fastball, high middle. Four-seam fastball, low outside.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. He'll score, and the lead is up to 5.
Circle change, low outside.
Foul ball there.
Slider. Low outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
High outside.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. On to the bottom of the 8th. And now here's the Marlins DH, Leo Jimenez.
Oh my
in the air
God.
to left center. Acuna moving under this one. And makes the grab. And there's 1 away. The White Sox leading by 5 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning.
There are very few counts in today's game where you can just full-on expect a fastball. I mean, even 2-0. Perfect example right there.
This one in the air center field. And there's 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Griffin Conant, 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, you've got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Ball.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and that ends the inning. Back here in Miami, and now it's Austin Hayes.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
That one fouled off.
Circle.